Hello, YouTube. Hello. If this is your first time, welcome to Africa. Hashtag Here I Come. Today's topic is going to be about why do mothers mistreat children that resemble the father? So, I want to thank everybody that's been helping me out on my channel. Thank you, Unc. Uh, I call him King Unc. Don goes in. Thank you very much. Special thanks, shout out to you and Queen Audacious, which is blind guy, his his wife and his life. Let me say it again. Blind guy, his wife, their life. My brain was going fast. I was trying to say it real fast. My brain messed it up. Oh man. But I want to thank you all for supporting me on my little itty bitty channel. And it's going to grow. I have faith. I have faith. Um, you guys are throwing ideas out there, and I want to say thank you for that. So, moving along. I'm waiting for Unc to come up in here, but until you do, I will be starting my story. Okay. Um, oh, I should have put the picture up. I wonder, can I bring the picture up? Can I like add a picture to this? I wonder, can I? What is this? Like a clipboard or something? Share screen. What is this? Oh, okay. I guess monitors or whatever. Well, I wanted to show you the picture of my father. It's on my intro on previous videos I've done. Videos that I've done that's not live. And my father and I are on that photo. And I look just like my father. And you would think that he was the one that had me, but he wasn't. So I, growing up, I was not always a good little girl, but I was a good little girl. And, you know, my mother would always smack me in my face, you know, like just her smacks was like two hands in your face, in your face in the middle. It wasn't like just bam, one smack. No, and call me names and things like that, like hateful things. Like it was just crazy. And, you know, I never really understood that. I really was thinking that I was ugly, but all along, she wasn't seeing me. It wasn't me she was seeing. It wasn't me who she was really literally calling ugly. It was my father, and I learned this from a family that, told me, how my mother felt about me and, my father, so that's how I know now, so it's like, I'm really, I am who I am. And if you was to go ask her who I am, she would give you this totally outrageous story about who I am, and I'm like, where did this lady get this information from? Like, that's not even me. Like, you still looking at this little kid, even if it was something I done when I was younger. 9 out of 10 is probably something that I'm not even doing now. So what do you like? I don't understand that. So my thing is, why is mothers like that? And why would a parent want to harbor on something like that for so long? and just die with a heavy heart like that, I would assume that that would make a person's heart heavy, you know. So we here today, we here to talk about this. And even if no one comes in the chat, we can talk about it another day. Just leave, a message at the bottom or message me in my inbox if you want a personal interview and actually one of those people like myself who had a parent who mistreated you because you looked like your parent. So, you know, I don't want to be before you guys really long. It's just that it was on my heart. I didn't want to go to sleep without mentioning it. I'm guessing that maybe somebody out there is going through the same thing. So if you have a parent and you know and everybody else know that you look just like this parent, but he's not around or she's not around and you're being mistreated by the opposite parent, and 9 out of 10, they're looking at your father or your mother. They're not looking at you. So you just have to work a little extra harder to woo them and not make no mistakes so that you won't get hollered and screamed at. But either way, you still gonna get hollered and screamed at. No matter, they're gonna find something, you know. And just try to talk to your parent, and figure it out, you know, or talk to somebody in your family that you know that they can find and that can help them, you know, get through that. Because apparently to me, I feel like it's like some type of resentment there, or some of course, some type of hurt. You know, um, I don't know. You know, I just don't get it. So yeah, parents out here who's mistreating their children, starving their children, putting their children in harm's ways, all kinds of things. I guess it's like they feel like when you hurt the child, you feel like you're hurting the person, but you're not. You know, you're hurting yourself and the person you're hurting. you know, yeah, it depends on the father or the mother that's in the outside of the relationship. But if you're a parent and you're doing that, please stop. It's not cool. It is it's not healthy. We all need each other, you know. Wait, hey, I'm like we all need each other. I'm sitting here all high talking. I told them I wasn't going to stay long
I got some
on this video.
some mic issues. Give me like
Uh,
I'm here, but give me like a minute, okay?
oh, okay. So sorry about that, guys. My phone. I'm so sorry. My phone always doing something, even when I'm recording it and posting. And not gonna lie, that's funny. But yeah, it's you have to get somebody that they confide in and see if they can manipulate them to come out of whatever it is, resentment that they had. The parent has to understand that the child is not the father or the mother. That's not who you slept with. You know, you cannot take that out on that child. That's why people need to be careful who they laying up with, sleeping with. You know, and yes, I don't need to be talking. I had the nerve. I know, but I'm not doing it now. So that's all that matters. So voila, you know. But you have to be careful what type of people you layer with, because in the end of the day, you stuck with them, regardless of what. Would you like an incense?
No, no, I'm trying to pull a chat up.
Oh, oh, I didn't put the. Oh, when I do this, I'm supposed to put it on my other social medias, right? I don't know. I'm learning.
Yeah, if you want yeah, you supposed to share it.
I'm like, dang, every single video. I wasn't even thinking about that. I'll get it. I'll get it. You know, I know people that know how to do all kinds of different stuff, but some people, they don't want you to get ahead or ahead of them. So they figure if they don't help you. But then when you turn around and look, they still where they, you know, still where they be.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. What I miss?
Nothing really. I was just talking about how, my mom used to smack me in my face, and her smacks would be with two hands, not one.
Hmm.
Well, sometimes, but most of the time, when she wanted to show off, this was her show off smack. Ears dinging and everything, just because, I look like my dad. And no matter how much you try to, I thought you was going to be. Isn't that something? Oh, thank you. Can't get enough of little old me, my little goofy self. Uh, and Uncle Donnie. Well, King Unc. He added the extra spice to it.
Yeah, he keep adding on to my name,
But, yeah. But she did a lot of abuse, just because I look like him. And I didn't know why I'm like, damn, wait a minute, hold up. My father fought for us. Why are you not letting me go with him if you're going to be beating on me because I look like him? You know? But I mean, just beating on me. I didn't know it was because I looked just like him until I got older. And then, a couple weeks ago, I had a family member tell me that, my mother would talk to, stating that, oh, he changed his clothes again?
No, I ain't had time this time.
Oh, so you trying to make it seem like I'm a dirty John and I'm up in this video
Hey,
with the same stuff for different days?
I
Tom,
kept
what's going on here?
I kept changing my shirt. I didn't know we was gonna put it out in different videos. I didn't want to look like we was doing all the same thing.
I got the
Surprised she
same
caught
blanket
that.
on. Good observation, Queen Audacious. I'm gonna allow my roommate. Wow. Well, okay. Oh well, I should have changed my blanket then. Shit. What the hell? Good one.
Yeah, good one. I didn't think nobody was gonna catch that.
This is what in the world? Yeah, because you think you slick. I already sensed the slickness in you. I can't put my finger on it yet. You know. Yeah, don't think I don't see you, huh? I see you, huh? Don't think I don't.
Man,
As long as you ain't
we
trying to
all
kill
right.
me.
Hey,
I
I'm
see
not.
you.
I ain't trying to hurt nobody.
I see you, little slickster. You little slick one. Little slick little sucker.
Mm.
She like, yeah, he just slid in with another shirt. I'm like, what?
Hey, I'm surprised you missed that. It's just like,
Man, that is funny. She is adorable. That is too funny. But yeah, my mom used to go in. She used to fuck me up. You would think I was a damn boy. That's probably why my tolerance for pain is so high. It depends on what kind of pain though. Certain stuff, the girl come in. girl kicking.
Right.
But certain pains, I like it. Or like when it ends, like when it's getting better, you press on it. That's like that feels good. You know, like this woman got me used to, but she got me jumpy. You know, paranoid. Like if you see me looking around a lot, even though I sold drugs, the block didn't do that. It was her.
Right.
it just it just added to it. Sad to say, if you could walk past her without her popping you, you know what I'm saying? Because I look just like him. And when she said yup, and then she admitted it to me. Um, I spoke with her, and actually that's why we're not speaking now. And I bought it. I mean, it's me, it's you. How can you not mention him? Like, are you serious, lady? Like, are you kidding me? Like, really? Like, nah, but she was like, oh, yeah, I know I'm like that, but I shouldn't be. So if you know that, why are you getting She'd have blocked me and everything just because I put up my father's name. You know what I'm saying?
So
And
what?
then at the end of the day, I felt like that was disrespectful because why would you wait until I get in my 40s to try to brainwash me about a man
Right.
that gave me birth, that helped played a part of me being here? Why didn't you do that when I was 10? When, I was still young, you know?
Yeah.
And I could tell she still like treating me like a kid because she thinks I'm him. And everything that he did, she say I do. That she don't see me. And when she see me, it's like to try to come at me or embarrass me or something like that. Oh yeah, you a hoe. All right, everybody know I was a hoe. Like, okay. What the fuck? I fed them motherfuckers. The same motherfucker you talking about me yeah. I done fed them. Ha ha he he. So it's crazy,
So you
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 know?
think that that's a natural thing, or is that a spiritual thing? Because I didn't experience that myself, but I've heard of it many times that that mothers would take that out on their children because of the father. So
Yeah.
why is it that they tend I don't know why do they tend to see that in a child and instead of taking it out, or maybe because they can't, maybe that's the answer, because they can't take it out on
No,
the parent.
exactly. They can't.
But how do you not at the same time see yourself in your child and take that out on them? I don't.
Right. And then admitted it and know that it's wrong. I'm like, what is wrong with this lady? And then you're telling me he was nothing. Like, wait a minute. I remember you never worked. And then um I said, no, I remember you never worked. And she never did. And I said, I remember toys coming out the living room into the hallway. That's what I remember. I remember wearing fresh sneakers all the time and nice clothes. You didn't work. You know what I'm saying? And she wasn't hustling it. She didn't start hustling until she left my dad. You know what I'm saying? He was doing his thing for the family when we was together. And then when they separated, she did her thing. And I don't get it. I just don't. You know, I, and that bothers a lot of young ladies because a lot of these young girls or women my age, that fucks with your self esteem because you're calling this child ugly when this child isn't ugly. You're just calling them ugly because they look like the father. And now you got this girl walking around thinking that she ugly. Now she had to wear provocative clothing to get attention for somebody to help her boost up that self esteem. I mean, it's a whole lot of psychological shit that go with it. I've been through it and I've seen it. So I've been involved with the combination of the two, you know. And this is some serious mental stuff. Like we people like, and I feel like the need to say something because we all moving to Africa and all of us coming there sick as fuck. I wish somebody would sit on this damn YouTube and act like they all goddamn together. Cause if they do, they the ones that's doing that weird shit, whatever that is. I don't even want to know. And I'm just not. I'm just gonna leave that alone. But I be sensing. I pick up weird stuff too, the weird side and all that. That's the side I love the most because I get to nip at that. I want to see what it is. And when I get too close to something that I think I can't handle, then I just withdraw. I know my lane. I know my place. I'm not just sitting there just dabbing into any old thing now. Some stuff I just be like, oh, well, let me just go back this way. But that has a lot to do with a lot of these females out here that's walking around looking just like their father and acting a whole mess and um, all kinds of stuff. But back to my dad, he was getting Social Security. So how you want to tell me that man wasn't nothing? It never worked. Like I'm in my 40s. Who the fuck is you talking to? I'm not retarded, lady. You feel me? Like, are you kidding me? Like I have real conversations with people. I learn real things. I grow up. you know, and then I guess she listened to other people. I don't know. So she had a combination of what she hear and the characteristics of my dad, and that's me. That's what she gonna describe. She don't really know anything about me except for what somebody told her, and that's sad. All she knew was I talked a lot. I thought I knew every goddamn thing. I knew how to fight. I had a lot of boyfriends. I crashed my brother's car, like little shit like that. You know what I mean? But to actually know me as an adult, they lady don't know nothing. She thinks she do. She don't. Because they don't know nothing. They think they do too. And I tell everybody different things in different ways so that when the shit comes back to me, I know exactly who said it because of how it was said and how it was presented to me.
So,
That also helped me identify who was trouble and who wasn't, and who was in my circle and who really wasn't.
so do you think it's ever a time when they come back and realize that they putting all this judgment, to realize that all these agendas that have been put on us, that they placed it on a child, and sometimes I hear parents will come back and later apologize or later try to make amends, or you the like a parent that's never been in a child life their whole life, and before they get ready to transition they want to come back and want to be a parent. So
Well, my mom always been in my life. Always. I was a runaway. I ran away when I was 17. I've been running away, but I always got caught. She always came and got me.
okay.
But I finally ran away when I was 17. So I was on my own. My mother was always there for me, except for like the emotional part. No, no, no. She not really. My mom not into all that lovey dovey. I don't even really not. I don't know much about it. Like love, I don't know what love is. The Most High told me it don't even exist. It's just a crock of shit down here. It's a crock of shit. As soon as I do something that you don't like, you no longer like me, and you no longer want to deal with me anymore, and you don't no longer want to do this and this and this and that and that. It's so easy for the emotions and the attention and all of that to be gone. That's not what love is. You know what I mean? And man is incapable of doing that. If you have done it at one point in your life, it might not be towards me, but you have done it. So if you've done it, you have the capability of doing it. And you did it, and that's that. So, but if you want to use that word, okay, fine. That's how I look at it. But I don't know what love is. You know, well, if I do, I forgot it as far as from my dad. But other than that, like, I don't know what love is. But do I care? Yes, I do care. I do respect. You know what I'm saying? I do those things. But I don't know what love is. She wasn't that type of mom that hold you and like shut the fuck up and wipe your motherfucking like it was more like tough it up, you know.
Right. So
So
I don't know. I mean, I would think to have a child would be the most loving experience that
mhm.
one can have. I mean, I'm talking from a man's perspective, but to just think to be from a woman to nurture that child for 9 months and to have that baby and to birth them and to see them. I know how I feel. Huh?
Sorry,
No, go
she
ahead. Go
already
ahead.
wasn't. She already wasn't liking me when I set my hair on fire. So I was already a little bit bald headed.
Yeah, but you was already here then. I'm just saying in the beginning, was it there
Yeah.
some did it transition when their relationship didn't work out? That she didn't have an outlet and she decided to take it out on you? Or you saying that I'm just wanting to say, like you say,
No, she left. She left him. She left him, and they used to fight a lot.
okay,
Yeah. So I guess my dad was a woman beater. you know,
right.
and they fought. I don't know if she hit him first or what, but he was hitting her. So that's a woman beater. You know, but he was a good guy. To me, he was. That's what I seen. I
Right.
seen her, and I seen him at the same age, and I gravitated to him. She was the mean one though. She was the one that, would harm. She was harmful. We wouldn't eat for days. She'd leave food all in the freezer, refrigerator. We had food, but we weren't allowed to touch it.
Mm.
You know.
So was it the fact that you gravitated more to him?
No, they
Was the whole
separated, and we looked just like them. I
okay?
looked just like them. She just wasn't. I don't know what was wrong with that lady.
Mm.
My mom is like she been admitted a couple of times. You know.
Okay.
So yeah, so my mom went through a lot of emotional roller coasters, but we had her back. We was there for her. You know what I'm saying? We took them ass whippings, all of emotional, roller coasters. You know
So she had a lot of past trauma.
what?
She had a lot of past trauma.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that definitely. I don't know everything she went through because she lived a life before me, but you know I look at it like no matter what you've been through and how you feel about people, and when you get a certain age, it's time to let certain things go. You know what I mean? Like you really need to leave here with your spirit light. These are dimensions that we need to reach. Like you need to be very, very, very light. Very light. No malice, no nothing in your heart. Get rid of it as much as possible. That's what I'm working on. That's why my life is so peaceful. Even I even reached out to me of all people reached out to an ex boyfriend that I didn't love him, but I lust. I was always in love with what a nigga can do for me. I can care less about you. You know what I mean? But I'll look out and show you that I do. You know what I mean? But I was more it was. I'm being honest. What I can get from them, what they can do for me. Period. So I reached out to him and told him I forgave him. You know, because when I used to see him, he used to be scared as hell because he didn't know the mentality that I had because I've grown up. But he know the look that I would give him, like I'm ready to bring you the fuck over. Yeah, I told him, don't you ever cross the street, and I'm driving. And I meant, because I felt like I'm a young buck and you an older guy, so you're already a pedophile. You feel me? But I ain't look at it like that because I was with it. And that's why I was walking down that block every day at school.
Wow.
Walking down that block at the school. And so I was, he wasn't that older than me, and I was still mature to be younger. I just was goofy. I'm mature. I'm just goofy. It's crazy. But you know, um, I felt like now that I got older, I'm like, dang, like I just started messing with boys, and I'm hollering at you, and kind of find out you taking care of some other girl, looking out for some other girl. But in my household, even though we taken care of, we don't have no man in the home. So why didn't you act like a man towards me? You know what I mean? Why didn't you, you know what I'm saying, look out for me and make sure I was straight, even though they told me don't drink liquor with the bottle, without a cup or whatever. And I did do that. You know what I mean? So it was certain things that he did tell me, you know, to do as a young lady, but it wasn't that wasn't nothing to me.
I guess
And
that's your answer right there. They
yeah,
did,
well,
and they did the best that they can do with
but I forgave him. My heart is lighter now. And guess what? He gonna buy that airline ticket and that rental that I need when I go to back home to see my people. So what he didn't look out for, that he gonna do it now. He ain't getting nothing though. That ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? But and that helps me forgive him, and that helps me heal where I don't have to walk around with that animosity no more. Because who back then that he was screwing could come to him and say, "Look, I need to rent a car and I need a ticket." I'm sure not all of all of them good.
So you
So
think that forgiveness comes with someone making amends? You
and
know,
maturity.
because I know the forgiveness piece is it's more for us than it is for the other person to release that weight from us. You know,
It
because we
feels
hold
good.
yeah, because we hold on to it and it holds us down. But when you release it, because like when somebody does something to you, most of the time they do it and move on with their lives, and they be done forgot that they done punched you in your face or did whatever they did to you. And
Like it was nothing.
yeah, it was nothing, but we sit back and for years thinking, this person punched me in my face. When I see him again, and we never forget it until we release it. So
Yeah.
you know, um, so I definitely believe in forgiveness. That's the first lesson I think I learned in my
It's important.
yeah, in my I don't know what you call it, in my what do you call that, when I elevated to the next level, was I had
Dimension.
to I had to learn forgiveness.
Oh, you had to learn forgiveness.
I had to learn forgiveness because I harbored things that happened to me, and people did to me, and then years later, I guess they thought that they were okay and they had moved on. But you can't come to me and then want to be my friend after you done,
Right, right,
try
right,
to do all this stuff to
right,
me, and I didn't understand that, and I
right.
was still angry, and a brother came to me and helped me with that, with forgiveness. And when I learned that and I released that forgiveness, released that hurt, that pain, that anger I had, that's when my life started changing for the better. That was like
Right.
lesson one, and things started moving. But it was like it was stagnant in my life because I harbored that thing, and I was mad, you know, and I didn't know how, or I didn't know why. I was angry, and I didn't understand it. But like I say, after I released that, that's when things start changing for the better. So I don't know if that's what, um, not just your mom or any person, because I think men and women do this and
Right.
take it out on their kids,
Right.
especially the ones that look like them. The if it whatever the anger or whatever they have at the other person, it's like they don't even see them no more. All they see
Right.
is the person that hurt them.
Right.
So I don't know if that may be another cause going back to what we were talking about, uh, 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 the unresolved pain that we take on. Because I know people go their whole lives and be mad at people. Like I tell you, I got an aunt that, I mean, she was the meanest person that you, I mean, as a kid, I mean, and she was the meanest one out of all of them.
What?
She was the shortest, she was the everything, but she was the meanest. But after my after my grandmother or my great grandmother died, she changed, and she went from being the most evil, as meanest one, to the nicest one. And to me, it had to be something in that changed her. So I don't know if that was a release. I don't know what she went through, but I know that, hey, I mean, she was the type of person that you do something to her, she writes your whole family off.
Oh wow.
You, the kids, everybody, like,
Wow.
I mean, and she was that type of person. But before she passed, and she transitioned. I don't know if it's last year, probably about 2 years ago. But before that, and I seen my great grandmother die, she was close to her. When she passed on and transitioned, she changed. So I don't know, but she
And
passed
why
on.
would they wait until they're about to die or something like that? Like that's what I'm saying. Like don't wait until that happens to want to come to somebody and I think that's selfish and it's not cool. Because you're putting on that extra on somebody that you turned your nose up to and cared less about because you couldn't see that person for who they really are. Like I just don't. It got to the point where she don't even care about my brother and I getting along. She okay with him robbing me. You know what I'm saying? She okay with that. I figure a mother be like, you know what? You don't bring your ass around here no more until you get her shit back. Or this or that. Said nothing. Just the fuck okay with it. Just so I won't be around. So to remind you of this man. You wouldn't even mend something with your two children that are going, your two only children that are going through something.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, I don't get that. Like, what? I'm confused. All because of what? Because of what? I mean, I look at it like, shouldn't you be grateful? The man died because of you, because you used us. She used us. She wouldn't let him see us or nothing like that. We couldn't go stay the night with him. We couldn't do anything with him. I remember going one time and that was it. And that was it. We wasn't allowed. So, that caused him to be in places and with women he had no business being with, you know, and got him in that situation. Some women they so weak that they can't deal with the person themselves. So they use their only ammunition, which is the children. And then you spend all your energy doing that, and then you mistreat them all, but then you specifically mistreat the one that looks just like the father. I just don't get it. I mean, what type of mindset is that? Because I've been trying to do research and look for it online, and I haven't found it.
Mm,
So maybe I can use my platform to get this information, and maybe this woman can one day get some help. I mean, she blocked me, so uh,
mm,
I don't. Maybe somebody in my family will see this and tell her, but maybe we can get her some kind of help or something where she can, release that. Because in the end of the day, you're saying that this man isn't a good man, but you're saying that this other guy is, but this is the one that molested me. My father didn't molest me, so how the fuck you gonna say this man is a good man and my father is shit when my father didn't molest me? This man did. Like, don't you think that's kind of fucking ass backwards? So how the fuck you saying you don't want to hear about my daddy, but you want to hear about? I'm telling you, somebody going through this. I'm
No,
telling you.
it's a
If
lot
I'm
of
talking about it, somebody's going through this.
it's a lot of that that goes on too. So you got um the child is blamed because molesting happened, and they blame the child, and you know,
No,
so
you can't blame the child because she didn't even know until I got a teenager. I
well,
didn't tell her
yeah.
until I when I got out of her house, like when I got older, like where I can go in and out whenever I want and all of that. So she didn't know. She didn't know that at all.
Well, I mean, not your particular situation, but I'm just saying it happens that either the mother know and they take it out on the child, or they turn a blind eye to it,
Yeah,
and they take it out on them. You know, it's
it could
always
have been that too. You
yeah.
know, and maybe I don't know. I wanted her to see it, but she couldn't see it, and I have no idea. But I just felt like I felt like at that moment I felt, and then she blocked me after that. I felt like she had some really sick uh, issues going on. I don't think that a normal person would be okay. I mean, don't you think something wrong with that?
There's absolutely something wrong with it. But how do you? Well, I don't know how to change it for them, but it's definitely the victim blaming.
But
You
see, the
know,
thing is, I'm not playing the victim. I'm more of a on a level where I'm just exposing. It's not about, I already healed from that shit, and he already did. So that's even more of a pointer. You feel me? So I
right?
can care less. You know what I'm saying? But when people die, I just be feeling sorry for them. Like, damn, where are you going to a fucking real low frequency place? Like, like I worry about where they're going after here. Because if it's not a certain level, then it's not good. If it's not a certain frequency, it's not going to be a good thing, you know. And I don't know what that is, but it's not good. It ain't no goddamn fire.
Mm.
Okay, so I don't know. I just feel like the lady need help, and not only that, I'm the type of person, like I said, and I'm gonna keep saying it. I move on the spirit, and if I'm talking about something like this, somebody is going through this somewhere in this message right here, because this is the one where I refused to go to bed until I did it. So, I done been on social media and plenty of platforms. I have another channel too, but I don't do anything with that channel. So it's not even about me. I can tell this person and they can hear that I can relate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But this is a message for somebody. Okay.
And
So
what do we what do we say to that person that's been through that is the victim that their parent is they don't even see them no more. They see the person that hurt them, or the hurt. They see the hurt that happened to them, and they placing it on you, or they even blaming you. Even with the molesting, they blaming you for something that you were a victim of, and they can't see it. How do they? I mean, I
I
don't
can't
know.
even answer that because she don't even like when I even talk his name. Say I'm not even allowed to say his name or talk about, which is impossible to do for me. My brother okay with doing it. Okay, well, you a fucking sellout, nigga. Like, he the type that to strike me to be, yeah, give me the mark of the beast. I want to live. I got my kids. It's some goddamn excuse. He strikes me to be the type that take that shit. You
Does,
feel
does,
me? So I
does the
don't think he
brother
would fight for his life.
does the brother look like the father too, or is it
Growing up,
you?
my brother and I looked alike, but my brothers, they looked more like Asian, not Chinese, like Chinese, but that black chinky like kind of look.
Yeah,
You know, um, I'm the only one that looked like exactly like my dad.
okay. Because
Skin color, everything.
I
Skin
was
color,
wondering
all that.
why.
Huh?
I was just wondering why it was you, and it may be because of you because it's like a trigger.
Right.
It's
I
a
am a
food.
trigger.
Yeah,
I am. I
so
am.
it's not your responsibility to teach her how to release that or deal with that trigger because you're the victim of that in the situation. But what do we say to people that are going through on both ends? Because it's a lot of this type of abuse in our community.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I see. That's why I said I'm seeing it, and I've been through it. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? Like literally. Like,
yeah. I mean, we gotta. I don't know.
and it's mostly girls. Most of the girls look like the father. Sorry to cut you off, but
No,
most
it's
of the
fine.
girls is they're mostly girls.
Mm. This is something even about that relationship. It always seemed to me like mothers were always hard on daughters, and not as hard on sons, and vice versa. I don't know what that relationship is. Just being a father and your daughter come to you. It's whatever you want. Your son like, boy, you better go out here and do this or something. It's just something that's always I don't know different in those relationships where one normally seems like they can get a pass more readily than the other one would.
Yeah. I just, only thing I can say is, because no matter what you do, there is just nothing you do is going to be good enough. It's nothing you can do. It's like it's not even up to you because it depending on what you do, you might make things worse. I know, like talking about the family. You know what I'm saying? Uh, you got to be careful about that because the parent don't want to hear about the father. They don't want to hear his name. None of that. They don't want to hear any of that. So, if you're the type like me, who I'm not, if I gotta forget and don't say shit about my dad, then I shouldn't be saying shit about you. You feel me? So if you don't want to talk to me, then you know what, that's on you. I'm trying to help you get on the level that I'm on, or at least understand the level that I'm on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Where you could be talking about me and one of the children can hear me and that will plant that seed. Who knows? You know, that's fine. That would be beautiful because I don't have any children. So that would be beautiful. Who am I going to spread my wisdom to?
you spreading it.
I didn't get to Africa yet to adopt. So right now, I have no children. So who am I going to give this wisdom to?
Anybody with ears to hear and eyes to see getting it now. So I think that's one of
Oh, well, yeah, that part.
the best part of this platform is if it's for them to hear, they're gonna hear and it's gonna help somebody.
Yeah, but
And
it's nothing they can do. It's
but
nothing. It's nothing they can do.
but
It's just going to have to fall through.
they gonna have to
But it could be a generational thing as well.
yeah. And, but until someone or till they learn that forgiveness, then they gonna continue to harbor that. That's the best thing, or I would say that's the only thing that I can think of that that I know they're gonna have to come through.
Yes, forgiveness is important. is important. It's not, you know, don't wait until you right before you know, sick and on your deathbed. First of all, the energy not even respecting that. The Most High not even honoring that. Is a crock of shit because you only doing it because of that. Ain't no, oh yeah, well at least I'm doing it. No, that is no credit on that. And if I wish there was a way that I can transform the energy into a form where it can say it for everybody, but it's not. I'm saying it for the Most High. It is not being honored because you should have been doing that. Maybe your ass wouldn't be laying here right now if you would have did just that.
Mm.
You feel me? So like I don't be playing games when it comes to the spirit like that. That's what it said. You know, I call it he she because I'm deprogramming myself. So by me deprogramming myself, one minute you'll hear me say this and then call it that. That's another thing too. When you deprogram, you gotta. I'm 48 years old. I've been going all these years saying,
Yeah.
certain words. So I deprogram myself. But
Okay.
her, to her.
Yeah. So to as we talk about this forgiveness thing as related to the trauma that has been passed down for generations and generations of our people for whatever the reasons are. Your relationship didn't work out, so you mad at your child. Um, you picked the wrong person, and that person decided to abuse the child, and you mad at the child. Um, Nothing in your life, and this would be, I guess I could say this as a warning. Oh, they still up, huh?
Good night.
Yeah, yeah. Nothing's in your life is gonna work out the way you want it until you release that that pain, unless you make amends for this damage that you're doing to the next generation. So, and I see it played out a lot where these same people are they regret it later in life. But
Yeah.
but if you don't come out, and you still got to release it, because even if you waited till the end, it's still better to get it out before you transition, because if you don't, it's a lot heavier price to pay to transition with all this weight on you from all these things.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. You never lied. I'm telling you, you never lied. Facts.
So I I guess that's the best. And like I say, it's a lot of I see a lot of that in young girls with kids. I see a lot of abuse that they pass on to their sons, and because the daddy not there, and they
Uh-huh.
chose to be the wrong one, and then the son grows up and he becomes an abuser because he been abused. And it seems
Uh-huh.
like the ones that do that is the ones that, I don't know if they hate women because they hate their mother, because their mother abused them, so then they in turn abuse other women because of that. And it seems like it's just an endless cycle that at some point in this sow and reap process, you gotta make amends to stop it. So
Right.
I know in my life that I made a point to stop these generational curses that was passed down to me. From my grandfather, the alcoholism, the things that I saw, and even the things that were done to me, all these things that I gotta forgive,
Uh-huh.
and I gotta say that this ends here. This not gonna transition to my kids or my grandkids. This stops here. And if we don't placed our energy on that, if we don't call that into existence, that this ends, then it just continues to go on,
Right.
and we dealing with it from. I mean, you think about all the stuff that happened through us, through slavery, through everything, all the generations of pain, hurt, and abuse we went through. Somebody got to stop it.
Somewhere,
And
somewhere.
yeah,
So it's, I mean, it's so many. It's like she about to miss a very important part of my life, and then I then left a message to her that I'm moving to Africa. So why would you even block me? Because I talked about him. Oh, and then I was like, what I say? She was like, so I was talking about him and said something about my grandfather because my father was the type where you put your hands on us, and if you was a woman, he would whoop your man ass. He wouldn't hit the woman. So that made me think that my mother must have been the type that was attacking him too, and that's when the fighting started. Because why wouldn't my father just come out and lash out on a woman beater is a woman beater. I'm a man beater, so I know. It's the same thing. It's just different sex. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So that made me get to thinking too. You know, and my mom was like, so I dang, what was I saying?
that
But
that both of them was abusing. So um,
oh
and
yeah,
both
he
of
would make a
them,
hit list and beat up the woman. So I was like, Mom, he beat up grandpa one day. Because grandma, I'll never forget, I had a short skirt on and my grandma beat me. I had a jean outfit on with the vest, you know, and my skirt was too short and she didn't like it. So mind you, I'm like 3 years old, if that. And I got a beating. Well, like four or something like that. But I got a beating because I had on that little skirt. But I'm a little kid. How you beating me? Because so I would have told my dad. So my mom basically didn't believe me when I told her I can remember from the age of 2, which is a rarity for a child. And I told her this and she didn't believe me. So when I told her to start telling her the story and describing furniture and things that happened, which involves him, how the fuck am I gonna don't sit instead of being a mother, instead of believing me, because you don't know what the fuck I know and what I believe, because I left when I was 16 and we never really had that much of a close relationship because you always put us on punishment, keeping us in our fucking room while you did nothing but drink. You know what I'm saying? So, my mom wasn't a horrible mother. It wasn't like that. So let me make that clear. She just had some issues going on. You know what I mean? Our house was together. It wasn't like we had no trifling ass home or no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Thank
yeah,
goodness for that. But
yeah,
not like that or nothing. But that's what happened. And um, what was I saying before that? So so I just described stuff. So then that's when she got mad. And she was like, "Oh yeah," I said the black chair with the this and all that. And she like, "Yeah," and and I kept trying to tell her, and then when she realized that I really remembered that, then that's when she got mad. And then so what I could say and add to that is, and why I said that is because it depends on the age. The parent is going to try to brainwash you about the father, so that you won't know certain things about him. Even he can be a good guy, he can be a bad guy. They don't want you to know anything but bad. That's all they want to know. That's all they want you to know. It's the bad stuff. They don't really want you to know the good stuff. You know.
well,
I
maybe
know
we,
that was my case. She just wanted me to know nothing but negativity about this man and why I don't know. And that's not what I remember. I remember them rumbling, but she was fighting that nigga back. So, I never seen her with a black eye, or maybe I was a child that didn't know what a black eye was, you know. But I never seen that. You know? So this is a very sensitive subject, and is a situation that's real, and it's like unavoidable. My tongue,
Right.
but it's hard to avoid. You know, especially if you're living in the same house with your mother. It's kind of hard to stay out the way. You know, you got to be like you're in the military. You know, you getting D's, you better bring that shit up.
Right.
You know, like anything to trigger that, because once the parent get angry, especially if they lay hands. I know back then, because getting our ass whipped was, we was just coming out of that. You know, where the parents start going to jail, and
Yeah.
you know, like they really started putting their foot down. You know, I was coming out, but going into that. I mean, going into that. So yeah, it's a win lose situation, and I like to use my life experiences. You know, so the person can know that you're not the only one out here like that. It's people that's real that's going through this stuff, and you're not by yourself. You're not alone. I mean, I'm over it, you know, but it took a lot to get over that, because who want to just let their family go? Like that's in my mind, I just had to act like she was already dead, so that when it happens, I won't even feel nothing, because whatever I was feeling, uh, I already did all that. I took myself through that cycle already with her already breathing, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, so, and you know, I forgave her for a lot of things. Whether people figure, when you forgive somebody, you have to have dealings with that person. No, no. You can still have um, forgiveness for a person and don't have any dealings with them. You keep going. You move on. You leave on a good note and seal that on that good note, and that will help you feel lighter, and that will take you further. Because if you got a whole bunch of junk in your basket, the bubble won't be able to lift up. It won't lift. It has to be lighter. In order for it to be lighter, it has to be less drama, less problems, toxic.
I agree. I think that we need to remember too that forgiveness doesn't mean that you allow somebody to continue abusing you.
Right,
And I think we get a lot of people get that mixed up. The forgiveness doesn't make it okay. It's for you. And I think we need to remember that. We need to remember that we are unless we let this stuff go. Not even say let it go, because you're not letting it go. Unless we find a way to deal with the after effects of the abuse. Like the abuse been done. You grown now. The abuse happened to you. You adult now. But if you don't never deal with the pain, the disappointment, all the emotions that from the abuse that you have, then you'll just pass that on to your kids.
right,
And I think that we need the first step in that is to you need to know, and anybody that's been through this or is going through this need to know that it's not your fault. It's,
right,
yeah,
exactly. It's not.
yeah,
It's definitely not. It has nothing to do with you. Nothing. You know, and like I was saying about Africa, a lot of us going over there, we going over there fucked up, you know, with all kinds of, you know, so, you know, hey, if you got some kind of therapy or something that can help, which I'm fine. I'm good. It's like I said, it took a lot of hard work. I did it by myself. Maybe that's probably why it took so long. That's probably why it took so long. But you know, I have trust issues, and I don't trust people because once I start reading certain things, that's it. You know, so I just don't. You know, I don't always make myself axable, but then I am axable. You know, it could be my presence could be axable, but my mind and everything else is like somewhere totally isolated. You know, so I just feel like I hope that I helped somebody. I hope whatever I said, I hope I didn't say anything wrong to trigger the person to do something bad or anything. That's not why I and where I'm coming from at all. You know, it's just that, you know, a lot of us women are going through things with with our mothers, and this is not cool. And this is important because these girls aren't learning how to be a woman. They learn how to be a hoe. See, it's a difference, you know? And the
Yeah.
thing is with me, I learned how to be a hoe. I didn't learn how to be a woman. Never did because I'm a feminine tomboy, you know? So I learned how to be a boy, then a hoe. You know, and I'm a whole female, if that make any sense. See, I'm all fucked up. So I'm on here helping somebody, and hopefully I can get some help myself. Don't come to me and ask me to pay for no therapy because I'm not doing that shit.
Yeah.
So I'm announcing that now. So don't come on my
Uh,
channel trying to offer me therapy to pay for it because I'm not doing that shit. The Most High has been doing a great motherfucking wonderful job with me. Okay? So that's gonna be that. Everybody always trying to sell shit. No.
hey,
I'm
that
gonna
healing,
start selling some shit too. I'm just talking shit.
that's all good. Hey, that healing start with forgiveness, and that healing it start with forgiving yourself,
Right,
and you know, and realizing that it's not your fault. And
right.
if you come into the continent, I've seen so many people lately that have made videos and have talked about just putting your feet on that soil and just being there.
I
The
can't wait,
air,
man. I'm excited.
the air you breathe, the food you eat, and everything. And it's
Man,
like
I can't wait.
they healing just by being there.
Right. And I'm already skinny. Oh man, I'm gonna be looking like I don't know. I'm be looking like I'm doing drugs over there. You know, I'm already small. I've been
Uh,
small all my life. So I'm not a big girl, never been, you know? So
yeah,
damn. So what the hell? So that's gonna be interesting, but I'm gonna love it. But I'm more excited about these trees. Like I cannot wait to see this tree fight.
yeah,
And I'm gonna share that with the people. You know, some of the things they're gonna be saying to me.
yeah.
I can't say everything. I can't do that. You know. But you know, I can definitely share some humor from them. You know, show things that I see that they show me. You know, I be trying to zoom in on some pictures. Like, what do you see? I did one of them pictures on my Instagram. Did you see that
Oh,
of a tree? And it, I was asking people, what do they see?
okay.
Like,
No,
yeah.
I'm gonna go look at that.
But I got to get one of them pins where I circle it and show the person. I need to do all that kind of
Okay.
one day. But
Yeah.
yeah, they show me things, faces. One by I got one tree around the corner, and that's Katura. I forget what year. What is she? 311, I think. Or I gotta look it up again. What date is these numbers? These numbers are ancestors. These numbers that come up.
Mm.
You know, I just been doing my research on them because I'm like, hold up, it's something with these numbers, and this don't mean no lottery. I didn't even look at the lottery, but I just know that it wasn't. You know,
Yeah.
so I started looking stuff up, and I'm like, oh shit, that came up. Harriet Tubman came up 310.
Mm.
You know, 311. Something happened the day before. I don't know what that was. They never told me. I asked, but I didn't. They didn't get. Sometimes they take a long time and don't say nothing. Sometimes it's not meant for me to know it. I be feeling like an alien sometimes. Or like I'm talking about aliens sometimes. It's so weird, bro. It's so weird. But I just hope that I was being upheld. You know, even though I put myself out there, I know my family probably gonna be like, "Renee, she talking about you." Blah, 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 blah." I don't care. Like I don't care anymore. I don't gotta sacrifice. Hey, it is what it is. Shit, y'all motherfuckers ain't already talking to me. Do it really matter now? I
Right.
mean, do it really matter? You
It,
know? Like, don't nobody
it,
call and check on me and see how I'm doing when I'm always seeing how somebody doing. I always look on their Facebook and I be hyping them up and it's, say stuff. But I put something up on there and it's like they try to mind fuck me. Like, let's make her feel like she ain't important. Like, and it's like, it's so crazy because I'm like, damn, all these motherfuckers on my Facebook are all the same. They think the same way, majority of them. Because they all doing the same shit. Not liking my shit, but I'm all up on your shit, liking you, cheering you on. You going in on somebody, making some sense and it sound right and ethnical. I'm like, yeah, that's not cool there, but let me put it up on there. You don't hear nothing. I say, you know what? Let me get off of here for a couple of months. And I did just that. So I just got that on Facebook, only because of this platform. So, because I had it where as though I'm protected, and I felt like if you was not somebody that went to school with me and grew up with me that was real, real close in the family or family, you was not allowed on my Facebook with my real fucking name. Because I don't even give out my real name like that. My neighbors will tell you that, I don't even know what the girl name is. Woman is Dominique, then it's this, then it's that, They be like, what's your name today? You feel me? So it depends. I'll make up a name, you know. So that's crazy. That's 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 so I said, you know what, I'm gonna start letting other people onto this page. Fuck y'all. Fuck. Somebody get close to you, I don't give a motherfucker. I can care motherfucking less. So now, and I'm being real. Like, no, see, that's what
I
I'm
get you.
sorry for being honest, but that's how I feel. And it's logic. I'm not gonna let that wear me down anymore. Why should I protect people that's not trying to protect me or do anything for my well being? You know? And I was trying to show my respect. So why should I keep respecting you and hiding you? You wanna hide, get your ass off my goddamn page. How about that? I'm not doing it no more. I'm not playing this game. See, the family play a big part in draining that energy. That's why a lot of them is placed there to be your fucking family. You know what I mean? It ain't for the good. Just because they blood don't mean they good. That kinfolk shit, yeah, that's true. That it's not good. They're energy vampires within the family. Envious, jealous. They tell all your shit, but what did you do? That's why when somebody try to tell me something, I'll be like, what you do? Well, what did you do? Tell me about you. What's good? Let's flip this, change the subject. But anywho, so now my platform, I have two pages for Facebook. So where it'll give where y'all can see how I was before I started this channel, which I done had so many pages, but this the last most recent one that I started. But you can go back some to kind of get a feel of my personality, you know what I'm saying, and how I am. So I'm gonna post both Facebook links at the bottom so everyone can like check out the goofy, like the real speaking me. And yeah, I got a crazy mouth, but I'm honest and I'm real with it, you know. And I love helping people. So like I said, what time is it? I helped somebody. I know I did. I could feel it because I feel better.
There you go. Well, let me give you my on the way out the door. Let me give you my my definition of family. Um, I came up with this after going through some things and realizing that you know your family is not always those that blood tied to you. Um, your family is those that love you, that support you and your kids. blood or not.
Right.
Those your family. Everybody else is associates. I know
Right.
you. I'm related to you. Yeah, it'd be high and by, but your family or your it's your people that look out for you. And a lot of
Right.
times, for some reason, I don't know why, and I never understood why to find yourself in the space sometimes when you're the most supportive person and you feel like none of the people that are closest to you support you in the same way,
Right.
especially when not even trying, you find yourself around people that let you know that something you did or said helped them, but the people that's blood related to you, you get no support
None.
or close to
Until you
nothing
start
from
getting
them.
some money. Till you start getting
Oh
that
yeah.
money.
Well, when you got that, they always got the handout and
Oh,
you
always.
know always. So just whoever this is for, they're here and you'll receive this. You may need to readjust your definition of family to find those that support you
Right.
and you and your kids and want the best for you. And those
Right.
that don't, it could be your mom, your dad, whoever, then you ain't gotta hate them. I'm not saying doing nothing bad for. I'm not saying that honor them for that's who they are, but realize that they didn't make the family. They
Right.
might be in the friends category and this your family category or whatever you want to label it, but they're not in your inner circle. So your inner
Right.
circle should be small anyway, but it
Right.
should be it should be tight with those that you found through trial and error that showed you who they really are. And
Right.
when they show you who they really are, believe it. Don't be
Right.
thinking you're gonna change. Don't just keep thinking you're gonna change people and make them who you want them to be. They are who they showed you they were. 9 times out of 10, that's who they are. So just remember that. So I guess I'll leave you with that.
That was funny. That was a good one, and that's true too. Like I make up my. That's why I said unc, and when I call my sister sis, like I make up my own family. I don't have time for all of that, and I'm not really the type that like to really fight, you know, um, family and friends and stuff like that. I really don't like that. I have done it, but I don't like. It makes me very uncomfortable. And then when it's over with, I just go ahead. But it depends on what family member that is. Some of like my brothers, I put up with them. It's for longer than I would somebody like a cousin or something. Like but we gotta get our stuff together as people because I know I'm working on me. Okay, so I'm getting some help up on here. Everybody else getting some help on here. Unc, I'm sure you probably getting some help up on here somewhere. Might not be from my channel, but it should be because then you know what not to do.
Everybody got a part to play.
Yeah, but
I,
I'm
I learned
sick.
I
I'm
learned something
sick.
from everybody. You might be sick in one way, but you well in a
I
lot of
know
different
that's
ways.
right.
So hey, I learn from everybody I talk to and interact with. I try to learn something. So
Yeah,
I appreciate you allowing me on your platform and
I'm so happy you was here, and it's gonna get better. It's gonna
yeah,
get.
hey,
It's gonna get
absolutely.
better.
It's already getting better because you don't need therapy. This been therapy for me. This
Oh
time
well,
of the
this
week for
hey,
me.
this is some nice therapy then. I
Hey,
feel better. You see
yeah,
how many videos we done did? I act
yeah,
like I can't get off of the doggone thing.
yeah. Hey, you definitely got it in. So it's gonna help somebody. It was for somebody, and
Yeah,
like I
yeah,
say,
it definitely was.
hopefully,
Cause I was like, dang, it just kept sitting out, and it kept the word children kept sticking out, and I'm like, let me just say something before, because I'll feel bad. Probably had some nightmares and all that. I ain't got time for none of that. So I said, okay, well, let me do it, and I had wrote it on the list. So, oh, you can't even see it, but yeah, it just kept sitting out there. So and to add to that, it was like it was this girl, and I thought she was really really cool too. People disappoint me so much, and it's sad. But I thought she was really really cool, and I had her. I doing business or whatever. Like I said, I was doing my little when I was a bad girl. So it was one of I wouldn't say one of my girls, but she was scratching my back, I was scratching her back, and I allowed her to use my platform to make money. So basically, that's all I'm saying. And so we goes, and I'm dropping her off, and all of a sudden, I just comes out of nowhere, just talking, and she started getting mad, getting uncomfortable, because I kept telling her, and she thought I was being jealous of her, and I wasn't. I was trying to tell her that this story that she told me didn't make no goddamn sense, and this don't sound like this sound like a child would know that this is a setup. Like, I just couldn't understand why she wasn't, and I made it clear that my phone wasn't really charged up. Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't know where I'm going in Florida, so I need my GPS for everything to go everywhere. So I'm using my GPS. So I gets there. She talking about, oh yeah, we'll drive off. Such and such is nervous, and I'm like, what the hell? I'm a female. I'm in the car by myself. What do you mean? I said, this don't sound right. I said, she's like, all right, you can go ahead now. I said, yo, I don't have a good feeling. I said, you sure you want me to leave? I said, because I live a little ways from here, like girl, and my phone, my battery, my phone not that charged. I don't even think I had my car charger at the time. And she was like, no, just go ahead. So I said, girl, I can wait around the corner. She kept saying, no, no. So I was like, all right, well, fuck it, I'm gonna go. You know what I'm saying? So I went home. As soon as I got home, like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, not even 5 minutes, she calling me talking about what the person did, and apparently she didn't get her money. But all that time, I came out of nowhere, just telling you something as a metaphor, something I heard, something that the ancestors are telling me to use as a metaphor, so that you can think and maybe get on the phone and try to get some more information from this person to screen them or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? And she didn't do that. And then she gonna call me. So I said, my phone is dead. I said, it's no way my phone would have still been charged by the time I made it up there to her. And then to drop her off and for me to get home. Because, bitch, no, I don't want to come in your house. I don't want to stay there. I don't want to hang out. Because all I see is rag fucking coons when I pick you up and drop you off. I ain't got time to be chilling outside with raccoons. I'm not doing that shit. I love my life. You're not doing that. One might have rabies. I'm just saying. I don't put myself like I'm not doing that. I'm not exposing myself like that. You're not gonna play that game.
Yeah.
Feel me? So how my phone gonna stay charged for me to get home? And I'm not gonna leave my phone unattended in your house because I don't trust people like that
Yeah.
to a certain extent. But that's one thing I'm not gonna do. So she wasn't thinking about me. She was thinking about her. And I'm trying to look out for her. And then, I guess she wanted me to come get her. I said, well, look, what's up with your battery on your phone? She said, I don't have that much battery. I said, well, you need to get off the phone with me and contact your brother that's coming to get you. And I ain't never heard from her ever since. But
Wow.
who fault is this? Bitch, I just tried to tell you while we're driving you. Like, what is wrong with people? I gave you a message. You didn't want to receive the message.
Yeah.
You got in a bad situation, and now you mad at me.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm just confused.
You won. You
So
won.
this is a message, okay? Because I sense that this person want to hurt their mother. So don't do that. Don't do that. Just let the bird go on about her business and just let nature take its course. You know, she want to wait till she want to die in bed, then so be it. Find another mother figure. You know what I'm saying? Be your
Yeah,
own mother, just like you being your own goddess, your own mother. You know,
I agree.
nurture yourself. You've been raised and given the tools. Nurture yourself. It's not just to heal other people and to nurture other people. Those things you learn are for you to take care of you too. Shit, not just for everybody. That healthy food you cooking for you too, not just that nigga. You know, it's for you too. You know, but don't go around hurting your mom. Don't do that.
I agree. I
Don't
agree.
do that.
From what I remember, that's the in the scriptures. That's the first promise handed down by the Almighty to with honor your parents so that your days here will be long.
You know what? I hate that verse. I think that's one of the main verses I hate. You know why? Because everybody always missed that verse. Do not tempt thy child.
Yeah,
Okay. So, okay, yeah, your child's supposed to respect you. But ain't no way in the fuck you supposed to be going around treating your child like shit and pushing them to the point where they start to fucking hate you and want to start killing you. Because I used to try to plot on putting that in her ass. You know,
yeah.
it's plenty of times. One day she caught me because she was on that ladder and that step was right there, and I looked down, I looked at her. She got down real motherfucking quick. You know, I done just had it. Like I'm older now. Don't start beating on me doing that shit now because I'm gonna fuck you up now, lady. Not a little girl no more. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna do that. Respect is due to a dog, and you don't talk to me with your hands.
And
Fuck out of here. Fuck out look like.
do not incite your child unto wrath.
You said what?
I said, do not incite your child unto wrath.
Right, and that's what my mother did. But she lucky I didn't kill her ass. But she'll tell you in a minute. Tell my mama, tell my mother. Oh yeah, your daughter gonna be the one left taking care of you, and she gonna no the fuck she ain't.
Ain't that
She'll
kind
tell you in
of
a minute. That lady swear I'm gonna kill her,
ain't
and
that
little
how
do she know
karma
she not worth it.
ain't that how karma work? The
Huh?
same ain't that how karma works? The same one you done put all that abuse out to, it be the one in the end that when you in your last days,
She
is
rather
one
die
that
than to be
take care
stuck
of
and
you.
left with my ass because she think I don't know who giving her this information though because I wouldn't do that. You know what I mean? Back then, yes, I did want to do it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad I didn't.
I seen
You
it.
know?
I seen it happen. The ones you praise the most be the ones that leave you hanging in the end. And you
Yup.
got the kids,
I'm
and
waiting and watching the
oh
show.
yeah,
I'm gonna be in Africa. I can care you coming the fuck over there because I ain't coming over here. I'm not coming back over here. You can bring your ass, bring her over here. Other than that, bye. I'm dead. Look at me. I'm dead serious, Unc. I'm dead serious. You know, it took me a lot to get to this point, and I never used to like. I loved my family. My dream was to always get a piece of land. Okay, a nice, beautiful piece of land. This is the vision I always had all my life. Since I was a young buck and ever had the desire to want anything. You know, goals and all of that. And it was to get a big piece of land and build one house for everybody that lived like I do, as far as the family, who like to party and curse and be loud whenever they want and all that, be in the main house. Then you got the old heads, because they already gonna curse us the fuck out. So they got their little part of the little, on the other side of the damn land.
yeah,
Then you had one where the babysitters for the children to be babysitting and they don't have to be in the house listening to us. Then the old people ain't gotta be worried about my children. And that was that. That was always but then most high was like, no, that's your community. I said, well, isn't this some shit? And all along I thought that I always wanted it for my family, but it was never clarified what is family. Ah, deep, isn't that deep? That was just deep to me. Oh, that was deep. Ooh,
yeah,
that was deep.
yeah, absolutely.
Uh, mm. So now I'm able and I will be building a community. I'm excited. I can't wait to see this community. It's gonna take a long and a lot of sweat and a lot of hustling. But I'm gonna tell you something, it's gonna be worth it.
No,
It's
is it?
gonna be worth it. It's definitely gonna be worth it. I mean, imagine being somewhere where you can just be you and do whatever the fuck you want to do. As long as you just being respectful. That's amazing. It's just a lot of other things too. But the water, we need to be near the water for the fish. So
Mm,
that's, anybody living there don't have to pay for no meat, not that kind of meat.
yeah.
So you eat fish, the water is right there. The universe already let me know that that's what they're going to plant right there.
Mm,
And then they told me to make a lake. Like the lake is supposed to be made, and there is going to be, like certain fish, stuff like that in there. I don't know. It's just showing me little stuff, but I'm like, well, shit. Am I gonna be living through all of this? What the fuck?
right.
Is this an afterlife? Is this going to be real life? Like, shit. I don't know where it's going to be at. I hope it's here.
It can definitely be done, and nothing you said was something that's really that complicated to do.
Mhm.
I said nothing you said was really that complicated to do.
No, it's easy. It's just the building it. So I had some things that I got going on here. Uh, Financial business. So whenever that it's just the everybody's just all over the place because of this and that. So whenever everybody could come together, then I'll be able to know what I can do with that. And I have another guy from where I used to work at. He said he don't mind investing. So that's kind of cool. He know I'm good people, so I ain't being shady. Plus, he got family in Africa already, so he can always have them spend,
Right.
pull up on me. So maybe he'll change his mind. Who knows? But so far, it's a go. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But I don't. It's just that's why I said I need a certain person on the team that know how to spend money because I'm the type of person. If I like it, I'll pay for it. I don't care if it costs a lot, and that's not good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's really not good. So if you building a community, you need. So the ancestors telling me how to negotiate and everything. It's amazing. It's just so amazing what they're telling me. So I'm coming to Africa for my healing. Okay. Oh, with my tree commuting ass. Oh, but yeah, but anyway, I hope we soothe somebody's heart and feelings. Um, it's family over here. Nobody's judging over here. I know I'm not. Are you, Unc?
Not at all.
No. So you're
Mm-mm.
welcome to come over here. Want to share your story? That would be nice. That really would, you know. And that'd be that. I don't know what I'm gonna talk about tomorrow. I paid for Wi-Fi for a week because I wasn't going to get it at all. I'm like, dang, I want to save. That $50 I can put in my pocket towards Africa. That's land right there. That $50 like shit.
Yeah.
I have to add up. So I really didn't want to do it like that. But I did. I could have did it monthly, but I didn't want to do it monthly. I know, knowing me, I probably will end up doing Wi-Fi monthly.
Yeah.
But it depends on how I'm feeling. But I don't know what I'm gonna talk about tomorrow. But normally on the weekends, I'm definitely like I celebrate the Sabbath when the sun go down, sunset, and then Saturday. But normally on a Saturday, I just still chill, and then Sunday I just do whatever. But I just relax. So even though I'm not Muslim, like I was saying yesterday, remember I said I'm not Muslim and I'm not with all these cults or whatever. But I do respect that about that.
Yeah. I forgot what day it was.
Uh,
I had to look at my phone. I forgot what day it was.
it's Sunday.
Okay.
Dang, it's the sixth though. That's crazy, yo. I hope 2021 don't go as fast as this year did.
Mm, I don't know.
I don't know. So I don't know what I want to talk about tomorrow. I'm gonna ask the ancestors what and tell them to give me some ideas about this channel. I know I do want to talk about my crystal. She did say that. I asked the girl, could I do an interview on her story? She said, yeah, I could.
Okay, cool.
So, I was supposed to have finished her reading during her future. And I texted her. She didn't text back. I told her I didn't forget about her. But I guess she kind of mad at me. I mean, it shouldn't take me a whole week to do a reading.
Yeah.
But I've been busy, you know. And plus, I'm letting the cards marinate because I want her future to be blessed. So I'm just letting the cards just marinate. And it's a card that don't need to come up, that I don't want to come up, because if that's so, then that's death, for her or that guy, and I'm just, honestly, I'm really scared to fucking motherfuckers shuffle motherfuckers,
Yeah.
okay? So I really don't want that card to come up, so that's another reason why I really been procrastinating. Because even when I'm reading people readings, and especially during their future, I want to bless it before I even touch my cards. I set my crystals on my board before I let three cards fall. After they fall, I let my crystals tell me which one I want to lay on which card. They lay where they lay, you know. That's that, and that's how they go. And I think that's what helps me get accuracy out of my cards. It's like a whole little routine I do for that shit. You won't get a reading like in that at that moment from me because I don't know all the cards. Once I learn the cards, then I can, bam, this is that, that's that. But every time I do a reading, I take notes, so I can just go back into my notes and then I can just refresh like that. But yeah, so I don't know what I'm talking about tomorrow, but I'm sure it'll be something. I'd have been through all kinds of things. Before reality shows started, people used to say that, girl, you need a reality show. But I think my life is so boring. I have no excitement in my life. I don't run the streets. I'm always in the house. If I'm not out there making no money, handling no business, I feel like it's unnecessary for me to be out there. If I'm going out once in a blue, which that's once in a blue, then I'll step out. Other than that, I'm not out there. I don't do it. I used to be outside for nothing, but I don't, I, I have to protect my energy.
Exactly.
So I gotta protect who I'm around and what I'm being exposed to. Feel me?
I agree.
Yeah, I wonder what shirt you gonna wear tomorrow. I'm gonna pay attention to that from now on. I like the background though. What is that? You just lay fabric or something?
Yeah, it's like a backdrop on Amazon.
Okay, I like that backdrop.
Yeah,
Oh shucks, when the channel grow, you gonna be adding some more drop, drop, drop. I'm like, oh here, I'm sending that. Drop, drop, drop.
yeah. Bring the
I gotta
green
get him.
screen or something.
You said what?
You know, put the green screen up and
I gotta
then
start paying attention.
had the
Because
trees in the background.
I would have never known if Queen Audacious wouldn't have said nothing. I wouldn't have known nothing.
Hmm.
Like, look at this nigga. No, he did. And I'm sitting here with the same rag around my head. You could have at least put me on the same page. All I could think about is, yeah, look at that bitch. That bitch had nerve to get smart with me. At least I changed my motherfucking shirt. She said there with the same goddamn shit on with that little shit on her head. This is like, I'm like, no, he didn't. That's all I heard when she said that. That's all I could picture. It was so funny. The humor with me is so weird.
It's all good.
But what is that? A polo shirt?
It ain't polo. It's a shirt.
Oh, you like?
It's
Oh,
just
I forgot you're old head. It's just a shirt. See, I'm learning how not to be materialistic no more. I used to be materialistic. I
yeah.
was half and half. I'm half and half. I like to mix it. I don't like to just be all. I'm basically the type. If I like it, I'll get it. I don't care if it's this or that. And a lot of that name brand stuff be ugly as hell. And being a fashion designer, I already know like what you really paying for. Like for real though. Like it's certain stuff like that, couture or the unique um uh, um like one of a kind or something like that, then but that shit, like, come on, you paying for the name. And the to make it don't even cost as much far as after you add all this on there and then the name and then the labor times two,
Yeah.
pay for the fabric, whatever you needed. So I'm like, oh hell no. I said the only thing I paid for is some shoes in the bag. Okay, and ain't no way the fuck I'm gonna pay no $10,000 for a bag when I can sit there and build this community or build this or build that, and all these children or somebody could be eating. Like I just can't see me, even if I had $1 million, I just cannot see me spending instead. Oh, but I try to get a nigga to get it for me, though. But I'm not spending my money on it. I'm not doing that because I know I'm gonna get it with my money. Nigga, you just being done wasting your money. So, you know, after I'm done with it, knowing me, I've been and blessed somebody and gave it to them. Like I just had I had a Michael Kors bag. I had that bag for like a year. Never even used it, and I just gave it to my hairdresser. Well, my ex hairdresser, because I'm not letting nobody else in my hair. So well, yes, I am, but I don't know. I don't know yet. I'm funny about my hair, but
We got time to figure it out.
uh,
We got time to figure it out.
yeah. But I gave that to her. I ain't even. I was shocked too. I said, wait a minute. Then after the fact, the ancestors was like, you could have sold that in Africa if you gonna need it. I said, oh well, shit. Ah, damn. Thanks for telling me I'm gonna need to sell some shit.
You're right.
I got nervous. Like, wait a minute, what I'm be all fucked up? I just want to know to my family, if you see some flies on my face, can you please send me $1? I'll try to make it a joke. You know what I'm saying? And make
Oh
it
yeah.
funny. So I won't, you know, let my mind go into that negativity space. So, but I don't mean no disrespect on no fly. We got flies over here too. Trust me. So I'm not over here being disrespectful. So please don't take it like that. Please just don't do it. Don't come for me because I will hurt your motherfucking feelings. Okay? We gonna hurt each other feelings. That's the fuck we gonna do. Because ain't no way the fuck I'm gonna sit around and watch you bag on me. But anywho, we gonna keep positive, right?
Yeah.
But oh, it's always a pleasure. I don't even want to hang up yet. But what else we had to talk about?
Oh
I know
yeah.
my roommate like, yeah, bitch, you still on here?
We don't turned a half an hour to an hour and a half.
Oh yeah, the 2 hours. Shit. Maybe we can talk about menopause. That's all I have. I have other notes somewhere else scattered all over the place, topics all over the place. I just gotta find them. They written
Yeah.
down. But I know our dreams. I like to go by the moment. Sometimes the moment is good because the energy aligns up that way, better that way, unpredictable.
Yeah. I agree.
So I guess we'll close it up. When we make it too long and don't nobody really want to watch it.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I mean? We done made 2 videos off of this one.
Oh, you think so? I'm gonna leave it
Yeah.
like this. I'm gonna leave it
Yeah.
like this. I
Yeah.
like people. I like talkative people. You know what I mean? Like, let's get to know each other. It's when you talk, you get to solve problems and you get to help each other. I talk to myself. Yes, I do. I motherfucking do. I do. The ancestors. I do. I feel like it's talking to them. Talking to me. It's the blood.
Yeah.
Speaking on that type of level, but I answer myself and all of that shit. I sure do. Yes, yes, I do.
You know,
Yes.
you just said that. I was just thinking about I was watching Star Trek, right? I don't know if you've seen it. They got the new Star Trek, and it's a species they got where they have like I want to say it's like they call it like a symbiote or something where they basically When they die, they pass it on to somebody else, and the person retains all the memories and all the stuff of all their past lives.
I'm telling you that stuff. They got stuff to do with us.
Yeah, and they just had on there, and the girl was on there, and it was passed. She got passed to her by her boyfriend that died. So they were having a conversation. She the only one that could see him, and they would, she was talking to him and trying to reconcile, remembering, I guess their relationship or whatever, because he died during the process, and she was the only one there, so she became the symbiote for the after him. So, but the same thing, she was human, but I think they was like another race, but they remember all their past lives.
I'm telling you that got stuff to do with us. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
and we're going to be awakened. Watch. It might not be in our lifetime, which I hope it does, at least a portion of it, because that would be amazing. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to happen. It's definitely it's gonna be some motherfuckers better wake up, because if not, you're gonna be tricked. Because they gonna be coming here doing some fake stuff, and it's gonna be some real stuff.
Mm.
You know.
Yeah.
And my thing is like, which one? Even the elite, and I might be that elite. You know. So that's another reason why I've been trying to like be like, you know, a little distance from people, because I feel like I need to study them a little bit more, so that when that day comes for the fuckery, I hope that I'm making the right decision and the right following, you know?
Mm.
But it's going to come to that. But I just hope I'm not here about it. I think that's after we, after that happens. So if that even exists. But it might not exist like that or whatever, but something is going to happen, you know? It's just what and when. We already know it's not going to be water. I seen what, maybe fire. But who knows? It might not even be that.
Mm.
I don't know. Everything is a mystery.
Yeah.
It's a mystery. And just when you think you made sense of something, there's always a wrench in that, and it's like, I don't know. That's how I feel. That's how I see certain things.
Yeah.
Just when you think you know something, it's something else.
Yeah. I think I experienced that so many times that that's why I say, nothing surprised me no more. I done seen stuff flipping. You think that you on this is it. This is the highest level of understanding. Then somebody drops some new stuff on you and make your old stuff look like, did I actually believe that? And so yeah, so nothing surprised me.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah,
And
I
that's
mean,
that's that's like, I'd be like, dang, is that good or bad?
yeah,
You
I
know?
don't know. I don't know.
I like being open minded. I'll try anything, and if I like it, I'll do it again. If I don't, then I don't. But I think maybe that's the white side. I mean, the alien side of me. You know, I try not to say that W word. The alien side of me. I'm just curious. I'm just curious. I would just walk right into it, just to see the result of it. No, even if it's not bad, even if it's not good, I would still go in that bitch. Like, I don't give a fuck. I want to go. I want to see. I want to experience it. When I say see, I mean experience it. I'm not one of those people that go running up and watching stuff. I be from afar, like, yeah, oh yeah, I see it. I be like way back there.
Yeah,
I don't be all up on it.
yeah. Thanks for clarifying that.
Yeah, no, I know. I ain't one of them motherfuckers. I learned that years ago. And the ones always in the front, always the one dropping dead, fighting,
Yeah,
and all kinds of shit. And they ain't even had nothing to do with it. They just was standing there. So we don't do that. I do it from a distance. So I'll be right back there on top of the step, top step, or in the window because it's higher. You can see. But other than that, I'm not like all up on it. Like hell no. Oh no, we're not doing that. No, no, no. Don't do that. So I had to clarify that.
I,
But it would be nice if you make up a topic. That would be nice.
okay. I'm gonna give it some thought.
Yeah, because everybody all and I don't want to be everybody all on this African this and this. It's just so much lies and that shit. I don't even want to touch it. It's just so much. It's just so much. It's like politics, controversial, lying ass, mystery ass shit, shady ass motherfuckers. So they already doing that. Let them do that. My platform is a free willed, freestyling ass, be yourself. But even though I'm rude here, I must say, though I might appear to be rude here, I wouldn't go in nobody else's uh, live as loose as I am in mine. Yeah,
Your house, you go by your rules. That's how it go.
yeah. But I wouldn't be as loose, But it's some people where, like, come on now, like you ain't even had to block me for that, but bitch, you got a problem with me for real, for real. That's what it really is. But that's okay. And I learned also that people gotta watch these monitors these people that they have monitoring for them. They're not all good people. I be watching the motherfuckers operate. Cause one day I was in Africa Force Unite. I was in her channel and I said something. It wasn't even that derogatory. And somebody like put me in timeout. And mind you, the same bird that I was talking about on the video was in that room, and I think it was her. So that's why I felt the need to say somebody just put me in timeout, and I don't know why, and nobody said nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't even that deep. Like, are you motherfucking serious? So people just gotta. That's why I said I don't want one for right now, but I know I'm going to need one. I already know that. I do. I do. I
Yeah,
really
I'm
do.
getting ready to go on her channel. I think Tuesday.
Yeah, I seen you on there the 8th, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, so I'm
I
I'm
think the
definitely
eighth.
pulling up.
Yeah.
Uh
So
the young lady I blocked her, so she shouldn't be able to see any of my messages and I shouldn't be seeing any of hers.
yeah. So I think the topic is black love doesn't mean white hate,
Right.
but she
And that's a
flipped it
good
around.
topic.
Yeah, she flipped it around for YouTube.
I'm definitely
But
going to be in there. I'll probably join you guys if she let me, because that's a good topic, but then I don't know. I don't think I want to I might not. I might just, be in the cut. I don't know, depending on how I feel. But I'll definitely be there. Hopefully, I'm not busy. But I'll definitely be watching it. If I miss it. You know. But I didn't block her, even though she's a little naive with this young lady, this enemy. You know. But I still support her. So I'm definitely gonna go through there. Very bright young lady. I really love her style. The authority, the emphasis. You know what I'm saying? Like, and to be young with a passion like that, I find that very amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, this girl is fire. And I like people that talk like that. And it's easy for her to be a target for somebody. A certain type of person. You know, but you know, I feel what I feel, and people think what they want to think, and you know, in the end of the day, it will surface. And I thought about doing a ritual. I know I said I would do a ritual on the lady to get her to reveal herself, but the ancestors told me don't even waste my time. You know, so I'm not going to do that. But because it's already going to be naturally done, because that's just how it is when people come my way.
right.
So it's going to get done regardless. So why would I waste my time doing a ritual? but I just wanted to do it to try to see if it works, you know, because I fucks with that shit. I got my book right here, you know, my my little spells. It's a couple of them in there, but you know. So eventually, I'm gonna have to like, but like I did do one spell, one ritual I did, and the next day I got a $600 check. So that was kind of cool. But I had got it before then. I just checked it a day later or something like that. But this was I basically put energy into it, and you know, for something that was already supposed to be coming to me. You know, I didn't put energy into it like, oh, I need money. No, I need the money that I supposed to be getting because it's taking 2 months a month. You know, like I didn't do a ritual for my taxes yet. I didn't even get my taxes yet. They gave me the stimulus. They gave me that the day after I filed, but they never gave me my taxes yet. So I wonder how long are they going to let me get away with not paying my motherfucking taxes when I got to pay them because I have to pay taxes. I'm not getting any taxes this year. I have to pay taxes. You know, so I'm like, well, what are they trying to wait until my taxes come for this year so they can keep that money? Like, what the fuck is going on here? Can I take a year giving you your shit?
No.
You taking a year giving me mine? Crazy. I don't know, but I'll think of something for tomorrow. Maybe we could talk about some witch stuff. It's like, no, I already got a witch laugh. That's crazy. It's like, I'm so goofy.
It's all good.
I'm a good witch. But I heard witch kill people, so I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't say that. It's spiritual.
Hey, I don't know what it is, but nothing
All of it
surprises
ain't
me.
good. All of it's not good though.
Yeah,
You know, if you're doing
nothing
protection,
surprises
I don't see anything wrong with that. The universe didn't tell me anything about that was wrong. You know, but that other shit, they told me they had a problem with that.
me. Yeah, right. I just always wonder what's the cause. You know, ain't nothing free, so what's the cause?
Uh, well, if you know any artists, I don't know what's this hair bump been here for 2 years. It's a hair bump, a hair bump,
Mm.
a hair bump. I'm hairy though. I get beards and everything like that ass. And the women in my family do. We grow hair, you know,
Yeah,
and we get mustache when we get older. Well, we
yeah,
get them period. Yeah, we hairy in my family. So that's a hair bump. Because you know I don't like bumps, so you know the Most High gonna leave me stuck with one. That's crazy. I'm like, dang. But yeah, I freak out when I get bumps. And I'm like, dang, this thing will never go away. I want to stick a pin there and just, and then I don't believe in. That's probably why my skin's so nice because I don't. Even when I used to get them one bump and they go away, I would never like bust it or like it hurt like that. It irritates it. Like who does that? Like oh my god. Like so I don't. I'm not the type that will sit there and bust it. So it's just sitting there. You know, it's real small though.
yeah. You gotta find some herb or something to put on there.
No, it's real small. You can't even see it, but I can feel it. I
Yeah.
can feel it. Yeah, and it hurt too. I've been there for like 2 years. It's just sitting there. Like,
Wow.
oh, I'm a hair bump, bitch. You don't like bumps. Bop, 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 bop. It's like, no. That's so funny and weird. But it hurt though. And I be wanting to squeeze it, but it just started hurting more and more. That's one, I don't have pain tolerance for that. I don't, and then, you know, I did years ago, I tried to bust a bump and white stuff came out. And when I say I wanted to throw up, I wanted to vomit. You know, this is my mouth right here. We're not going to do it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to let that stay right there. Whenever, you know, the most high, I was thinking I'll put some oatmeal there.
Mm.
Oatmeal,
Yeah, that sounds right.
dry it up or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
But it's like the black little head. The
that sounds familiar.
It's so little.
Putting oatmeal on it sound like something my mother used to say back in the day.
So
Put some
little.
oatmeal on it.
It don't grow or nothing. It's just there, just teeny, just a teeny dot.
Right.
But I have it could have been it honestly, it's probably a scar. That's probably what it is. Glass, like glass that got in my face. Yeah, I had glass.
Yeah.
So it's probably a scar. It might not even be a hair bump. Because why would a hair bump be there for like 2 years and just sitting there?
Yeah.
So it got to be a scar, but it probably formed into a like a bump, right? That's the only thing I
Yeah.
can think of.
If you never removed it, then it's probably still there.
I didn't even see it. But anywho, I wanna sit right here. Drink my wine real quick. Damn, 2 hours. I know them people like that don't even know how to talk.
All right, well, that's all right, because I'm about to go shut it down.
What is? Oh, hi, hello. Oh, we trying to wrap it up. How are you, Queen Child? I didn't act a fool and I didn't even, I gotta get used to this down here. I keep forgetting that the, because if I already had the mouse on there, it's already hiding and I can't see that it's a new message.
Uh,
I'm messing it up.
that's why I don't
But
like doing
I
that.
guess tomorrow, I'm working tomorrow, so I'll be on here late. I'll be done work like 11, so I won't be on here until like probably 11 or 12 hours if I decide to do a live because I want to work tomorrow. So who knows? I might get done early. Hopefully, I'll get done early. I have a little quota, but at least close to that quota and I'll be straight.
Well, I already know I'm gonna probably. I gotta see what the honeydew list gonna look like tomorrow, but I can already tell from the time I'm gonna be in the bed for a while.
Sunday. Oh, I got a question. So cause I know you probably gonna go in somebody else's live, cause I'm done with the live, but I'ma end up going to somebody else's channel. And don't let me see you up in there with no different goddamn shirt on, Uncle. Don't let me see your ass up in there and somebody live
Hey, yeah,
with your shirt,
you not at all.
with your
Hey,
different shirt on.
hey,
I'm not gonna
you,
put you on blast. I'm not gonna put you
yeah.
on blast. But I'm so grateful that you know you decided. I have a question though before we go. What drew you to helping me with my channel? That's what it looked like to me.
I don't know. I mean, I think it was just meant to happen.
Oh,
I don't
okay, the
even.
energy.
I, yeah, I don't even know how I got to your channel. Honestly, I guess it was just meant to be.
Alignment,
Yeah,
alignment. Say no, I'm so silly. That's my goofy dance.
uh, it's all good.
Alignment, nothing like alignment. I just wanted to know. I'm like, oh my goodness, because everything falling in place. A couple people told me that it'll be all right. It's okay for me to go ahead. This is one girl that she reads tarot, and whatever card you focus on and pick that card, best believe that card is your situation. And I said, well, damn. I start, sharing her, stuff, and everybody like, yo, like, yeah, they're saying the same thing I'm saying, and that's what drew me to certain things and certain people on on the platform. But she was saying that, so I was just like trying to do certain things like open up and things like that, taking a little bit of her advice, and the lady the terror, and it's falling in place. It's all right. It's good. But I do know that I have to cut my core and that's going to be an enormous transition when I do the core. You know, the core is like when somebody doing like curses on you, and I forget exactly what the core is, but that when I remove it, they're going to know that I did something. You should know what I'm talking about. They're going to know that I fixed it. So I'm going to have to protect my aura a lot. You know, that's why I wear the crystals in my socks and all of that. My pineal gland. I try to put my selenite. You know, keep that close, stuff like that. It's a certain blade. Only one blade can cut the cord, the spiritual cord. So I got to do that. So that's going to help. A lot of things too. So I got to do that. That's going to be crazy. So I'm going to be talking about some interesting things. I attract interesting people.
Okay.
Very interesting people.
I didn't think I was that interesting.
Everybody is, you know. It's just some are more interesting than others, and I attract the ones that's more interesting than others. I don't know what it is. I'm like a magnet for those kind of people, but hey, it is what it is. But tomorrow, I don't know what time, but you know, I got your handle. You have mine. And once again, thank you. It's an honor for having you here, like always. You're a
Thank
true
you.
supporter. I can't wait till you start getting your channel popping. But I can see your channel popping. You pop up on everybody else's channel. So whenever you do what you gotta do, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody from all those places are gonna come and bless you. You know, they're gonna show you homage. So I know I am, so I'm sure they will as well. So,
I appreciate the love.
yeah, same here. All right, Unc.
All right. Peace and power.
All right, I'm gonna be putting the clips up there, the thumbnails of you in your different shirts. Threw me to the wolves. All right.
Okay. All right. Good night.
All right. Night night. Bless you in your sleep. Take care. Night night, everybody. Okay. Night night. Night night. Night night. Night night. Night. Sorry, I got on you guys' nerves. I mean, I felt like I wasn't putting that many videos out, and I'm renting Wi-Fi, so and that feels kind of cool too, because they give me that kind of experience, so that when I get over to Africa, it wouldn't really be a big deal to me because I'm already doing it over here. And how fucking cool is that? Anyway, stay alive, stay safe, stay awake. Work on that pineal gland, and I'll talk to you guys soon.